line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Watson. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. That is going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Devin Bush able to drop him for a loss of a couple. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Christian Kirk. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. On
play action, they'll throw. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Watson now 8 of 8 throwing the ball in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, open man is Kirk, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Watson looks to throw again. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll roll. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to run for it with Pollard. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw on the screen, complete to Spiller. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Watson on 3rd down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it. It's Watson. And this is incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They run with Spiller. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Mike 53. Here we go.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie. But yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Watson now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 5. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Demario Davis, his 2nd sack of the night.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And it's taken in at the 9. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? To throw is Watson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Pollard again. And he Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And that'll set him back 5.
Oh, yeah. 60 Pittsburgh. 54. Ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And some room to maneuver. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Chad Hunt. Hey, Reed.
Yeah. Hey, switch gears.
Now Spiller. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 1, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Watson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw, Watson. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Again, it's Watson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, Pollard. 20. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Alert. 3 down.
15's mine. I got what? Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Hey, I'm coming.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll give to Spiller. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Butker on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Watson. This pass complete to Higgins. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
First down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One last throw here for Watson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down.